Hey everyone, I'm Allie, I'm from Indiana, and you're watching the Base to Pickle podcast.
Welcome to the Base to Pickle Show. I'm Uncle Muggs alongside Raul de Castro. We're coming to you from the Miami studios today with a truly international show.
First up, we've got Daniel Deza. He is the first online pickleball store in the island of Puerto Rico, and they also host the biggest pickleball parties in Puerto Rico.
Then we're going to talk to Pickleball Medellin. Ed Osterman and Snyder Velasquez are going to tell us about the pickleball growth in Colombia.
Lastly, we've got the Dinking Hub. Howard Castillo talks about what he's doing with Dinking Hub, as well as he shares pickleball in Dublin, Ireland, which his brother runs.
So stick around for these three interesting interviews and a whole lot more right here on the Base to Pickle Show. Welcome to the Base to Pickle Show. I'm Uncle Muggs in the Miami studio. Raul's in our Weston studio, and we're bringing you two special guests all the way from Medellin, Colombia. Ed Osterman and Snyder Velasquez. Snyder's a 33-year-old who's a former top tennis player. He just started playing pickleball a few months ago, and he's already one of the top players in Colombia. Buenas tardes, caballeros, y bienvenidos al Base to Pickle Show.
Buenas tardes.
Bienvenidos.
Gracias.
Mira, he estado practicando mi colombiano para esta entrevista, a ver si lo hago bien. ¿Qué hubo, pues?
Wow. Esa frase perfecta, es buena.
All right.
¿Qué más, amigos? ¿Qué más?
Wow. No, muy bien. Muy bueno ese colombiano, muy bueno ese colombiano. Sí.
Raúl.
Bueno, qué bueno que estén aquí con nosotros en el Base to Pickle Show. Queremos aprender de todo lo que tiene que ver Pickleball Medellín. Sé que tienen una página en Facebook, están muy activos, tienen más de 700 miembros. Por favor, Ed, Snyder, edúquenos por favor en lo que es Pickleball en Medellín.
¿Tú puedes explicar todo para ellos? ¿Sí?
Bueno, el crecimiento de Pickleball aquí en Medellín está siendo grandioso. O sea, gracias a Ed y todo el club Pickleball Medellín, está compartiendo este grandioso deporte aquí y como ustedes decían ahorita, en Facebook están creciendo los miembros, más personas están animándose a practicar este deporte y estamos sorprendidos que en este momento se están viendo más torneos, más ciudades participando, incluso se está formando el equipo de Colombia para representar nuestro país en otros torneos y estamos muy contentos por todo lo que está sucediendo con este deporte.
Qué bueno. Ok, Snyder, dime cómo en tan poquito tiempo jugando pickleball, ¿cómo llegaste a ser uno de los mejores en todo ese país? Que yo sé que ese país es muy activo, hay mucho ciclismo, hay mucho deporte en Colombia. ¿Y cómo llegaste a ese nivel tan rápido? ¿Qué has hecho?
Bueno, primero, gracias al club que ellos vieron mi talento, Ed y varios jugadores en el club empezaron a decirme que tenía buen nivel. Yo no creía, la verdad, no estaba tan seguro, pero ellos me decían que buen nivel y yo la verdad no prestaba mucha atención. Pienso que ha sido porque mi formación en tenis, yo soy entrenador de tenis, esta transferencia a este deporte me ha ayudado mucho y digamos que la técnica de tenis la he podido adaptar con algunos ajustes y creo que esto ha sido, pues, digamos, la clave para poder tener un buen rendimiento aquí en Pickleball.
Qué bueno.
Pero también tú estuviste un buen maestro para enseñarle.
Sí, claro que sí.
¿Quién es él?
Y
Ed me ha enseñado las estrategias y la táctica de este deporte y gracias a eso no he tenido que buscar en otro sitio, sino que he aplicado lo que él me ha dicho y gracias a eso pues en la
Okay.
cancha me ha ido muy bien. Yo la verdad estoy sorprendido porque en tan poco tiempo, pues, digamos, estoy teniendo buenos resultados. En toda Colombia
Claro.
sonando mi nombre y yo me quedo, pues todavía sigo sorprendido porque es poco tiempo. Espero poder
Y
seguir
dime,
teniendo.
Snyder, dime, ¿tú sigues jugando tenis o ahora te has concentrado en pickleball?
Wow, quisiera, wow, es una pregunta, porque yo soy, o sea, soy tenista, ¿cierto? Pero
Claro,
hace 5 meses empecé a ponerme adicto a este deporte y ahora debo decir que estoy 100% dedicado a pickleball como jugador y
wow.
como entrenador y ha sido porque esta adicción ha hecho eso, que yo pueda pasarme de ser tenista a ser jugador de pickleball. Es algo que, wow, es increíble.
Watch our inventory of past and current matches. There's all you need to know about local pickleball events in your area. We'll have some special guests from all around the pickleball community.
I'm Elizabeth Pritchard from Minnesota, and you're watching the Base to Pickle podcast.
Welcome to the Base to Pickle Show. I'm Uncle Muggs alongside Raul de Castro. We're in the Miami studios, and we're talking to a guest today all the way from Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico. He's with La Pregunta Pickleball. It's Daniel Deza. Daniel, welcome to the Base to Pickle Show.
Hi, Raul. Hi, Uncle Mac. Nice to meet you, man. Well, thank you for the invitation here, right from Puerto Rico.
All right, awesome, Daniel.
So
It's
tell
a
us-
pleasure.
Yeah, tell us exactly where Cabo Rojo is in Puerto Rico.
Well, Cabo Rojo is a town in the southwest of the island, 2 hours and 30 minutes driving from San Juan, the capital. We are in the west side, and we have the best beaches in the whole island. So it's a great place to visit.
Nice, nice. So there's a pickleball online store that you have, and it's called La Pregunta Pickleball Store. Tell us, where did the name La Pregunta come from, and how did you get started?
The name is a long story. It's because I have other companies that are La Pregunta, and that's why we keep the same name. So
Okay.
everybody knows me about La Pregunta, but La Pregunta in English is the question. So everybody's asking about the sport. So it has been a little bit tricky, the name, so people have to like it. We're an e-commerce store, but we have 2 points of sale here in the island in 2 different venues. Both of them are in the metro area in San Juan and Caguas.
Okay, so you said you have 2 points of sale. What does that mean? Because it's an online store. Do you have a kiosk or something, or do you have, machines where people can order at those 2 different locations?
Oh no, we have the access and the control of 2 pro shops that sells a lot of stuff, but other pickable items are from us. So you can go there and search for your perfect article, and you can find on our brand. We have 9 brands right now: Mizuno, Yola, Soccer, Vulcan, Diadem, Yearbox 60, Carbon, and all that stuff you can find on all those places. And if you don't find there, you can go to our website and find all our stuff.
Nice, nice. Very interesting.
Daniel, it's a great time to be in this sport right now. It's booming, like we all know. So tell me a little bit about the competition down there. Do you guys have any tournaments? Do you have anything upcoming or a tournament? I think we just had one not too long ago in Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah. Here in Puerto Rico, at the same state, there's a boom right here. Everybody's loving to play pickleball, have a good time, have fun, make some exercise. But yeah, we have a lot of tournament, and every weekend you can find a lot of tournament around the island. We also organize and host the biggest event in the island. We just do 3 weeks ago the biggest one, over 100 participants during the event. More than 4,000 people coming to visit the facilities and the tournament, and 45 sponsors, thousand in prizes. Well, a huge event, but yeah, you can find each weekend you can find a good event.
Nice.
All right.
Right now, we are hosting another one. We're going to have the first minority pickleball around outside the state and Australia. We have the property to make the minority pickleball in Puerto Rico. It will going to be hosted in Cabo Rojo too, and it will be in September. So we're going to have a minority pickleball here in Puerto Rico where you can come and participate. And if you win, you can win a golden ticket to the championships in Missouri in December. So we will be doing all that stuff here in Puerto Rico. So if you want to join, you're free and to come and have a good time.
That's great. And what's the date? September what?
It will be September 6th.
September 6th. Nice. So our listeners can know.
Yeah, this is a preview. Nobody knows. We're going to go.
All right.
Probably the promo this week. So nobody knows about that. So this is a preview. Well, yeah. And then
nice. So Daniel just shared with us inside information from La Pregunta Pickleball that nobody else knows yet, and that's that minor league pickleball is coming to Puerto Rico on September 6th. Stay tuned for more from La Pregunta Pickleball. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's fantastic. That's great news. It's always heartwarming to see somebody growing the sport. And we've talked to so many people in different countries. We talked to somebody in Cuba the other day, India, Australia, Uruguay, Argentina, and now Puerto Rico. And it's just good to see that the sport is vibrant all over the world, Raul.
I love it.
Yeah. There's a huge boom. You see people from all the ages participating and competing and having a good time. That's the most important thing when you have a good time and you have fun with your family and your friends.
Well, right now, Daniel, we want to speed up the game because you speed up the game. You play pickleball, right?
Yeah, of course.
And you speed up the game on the court, right?
Of course.
Well, we speed up the game on our studio and anywhere we're filming our show. So you are now going to play the speed up with us here at Base to Pickle. Uncle Muggs, he's on the clock.
We're going to ask you 5 questions, Daniel, for our viewers to get to know you a little bit better that have nothing to do with pickleball.
Okay.
Okay. When in the morning, do you do Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, or un cafecito?
Un cafecito.
Okay. What's your all-time favorite movie?
Oh, my all-time favorite movie? A good question. It might be Cheaper by the Dozen.
Okay.
What's your favorite food?
Oh, Puerto Rican food.
Arroz con gandules.
It might be arroz con habichuelas y bistec.
Nice.
All right. And are you a dog person or a cat person?
A dog person.
All right. The last question. What's your favorite Florida vacation destination?
Ooh, good question, man.
All right. Well, let's change it for him. What is your favorite destination to vacation in Puerto Rico?
My favorite one? Well, it might be my place, Cabo Rojo. You can find everything, but if I can choose, I cannot choose Cabo Rojo. I would choose Culebra. It's an island in the east side. It's an island that is part of Puerto Rico. It has the most beautiful beach in the world. It's like the number 3 in the world. It's spectacular. It's a very tiny island, but it's a paradise. So
and it's called Culebra.
Culebra, snake in English.
Snake in English.
Yeah. Snake island, but Culebra is beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
I would have said El Junque or Las Cavernas de Caibo. Yeah, those are good too. I've been to Puerto Rico a few times.
Yeah. The Junque is great. Junque is the only
rainforest,
tropical forest in the world. So it's beautiful.
Beautiful place. Daniel, thank you for being on the Base to Pickle show all the way from Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico. He is the owner of La Pregunta Pickleball. And on behalf of my host, Raul de Castro, I just want to say thank you very much once again for sharing your information on the Base to Pickle show.
Thanks to you, Uncle Mark and Raul. Nice to meet you, man. Hope to see you one day around here.
Yes, that sounds good.
Of course. Bye.
Well, that sounds like an invitation, Raul.
It definitely does. And you know what? I'd love to visit Puerto Rico. I was there one time, that's it, and it was a short stay.
I don't think Daniel knows what he has coming when the Base to Pickle boat shows up at his front door.
That's right.
In Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico.
He's not hard to find.
We're going to get him. All right, folks, stick with us. We're going to have a whole lot more interviews, some more updates on tournaments right here on the Base to Pickle show.
I'm Katie,
Hi, I'm Jenny,
and we're in Dothan, Alabama.
and you're watching the Base to Pickle show.
Let's go!
Join the National Pickleball League, where champions are made, where dreams are real. Join the National Pickleball League. It's time to shine, it's time to reveal. Join the National Pickleball League. Show your passion, let your spirit free. Join the National Pickleball League. Come and join us, be part of the victory.
I'm Larry, Sarasota, Florida. You are watching the Base to Pickle podcast. What's up, baby?
10-7-1.
Welcome to the Base to Pickle show. I'm Uncle Muggs coming to you from the Miami studios today, and we have a special guest. He is the CEO of a company called Dinking Hub, where he has pickleball a la carte. He's got a tournament coming up here in South Florida. He's got a presence overseas, and he's got a paddle that he wants to talk about. His name is Howard Castillo. Howard, welcome to the Base to Pickle show.
Hey, Brian, thank you very much for having me on your show. And this is a great job what you're doing out there, promoting the sport and creating community. Thank you very much for having me, man.
I appreciate you being on the show and taking your time to tell our viewership about what's going on in your world. I know you have a tournament coming up. Your brother's overseas promoting the game over there as well. We'll talk a little bit about that. So tell us a little bit about you, Howard, and how you got into pickleball.
Well, I started on pickleball, I think on 2021 or something like that. I just went there with my partner at that time and my daughter. She wanted to practicing with the skateboard and stuff. And I just saw people playing and having fun, you know, and I thought that it was something like tennis. So I just get there and ask someone, what was the name of that sport, and and the guy just told me, hey, the name is pickleball. Just and I asked him, what should I do to play? Is this a school or something like that? And he told me, no, just grab a paddle and join us, and that's it, man. Soon as I got home, I I search on Amazon and buy a couple of paddles. You know, that's those very basic paddles. And the next day, I went there with a group of friends, and we just hook up. You know, we just stay
and you got hooked, basically.
Yeah, got hooked, and after that, you know, I've been promoting the sport because it's really nice. I'm a ping pong player, and for me, it's like a big ping pong. You know,
that's right.
Very funny and very enjoyable with the family and friends. You know, yeah.
Awesome. It's good to get to know a little bit about you. I know you're originally from Caracas, Venezuela.
I'm from Venezuela. Yeah, exactly.
And
Caracas,
the pickleball fever is all over the world. And well, tell us a little bit about what you're jumping into. I think the first time that I met you was at the Dinko grand opening, and that's where the first time that I saw the Zebra paddle. Let's start off with the paddle. Tell me a little bit about the details on the paddle.
Well, actually, Zebra is a it's a brand, you know. It got several paddles, like 7 or 8 models, different models. We started with them the beginning of the year because we are promoting them here in the state. They're a big brand, a big name in Spain, but they don't have representation here in the state. So that's what we're doing with them. We are opening the market for them here in the States. And the relation between us and Dinko, right, is because Isabel, one of the owners of Dinko of the Dinko complex, she also promote that brand. So we are only 3 people representing the brand here in Florida, and Isabel is one of them. And the other there's another guy named Paco Marin and us, you know. So we're always in contact and promoting ourselves and all the events, assisting to the events that we do and stuff like that. Yeah.
All right, that's great to see that you're expanding the game. We know Maria and Isabel very well. We were at the event, and we wish them the best of success at their new
they're very nice
facility.
people. Yeah.
Great people. All right, so let's go overseas a little bit. We've been putting together an international show here at the Base to Pickle show, and we've talked to people from all over the world, from India, Medellin, Colombia, Puerto Rico, and even Australia. And I know that Dinking Hub has a presence in Dublin, Ireland, with your brother. Can you tell us something about what's going on in Ireland?
Well, actually, my brother, I have a twin brother, right? Identical twin. And he's, after I started playing pickleball, I told him about the sport and he wanted to jump in. But in Ireland, it's not as well known as it's in here, right? So he started from scratch. He opened a club over there. The name of the club is Sandy for Pickleball Club. And after he started playing, he got a certification as a coach. And after that, he also started to sell equipment and you know, helping people to play and to know about all this pickleball world, you know. So that's how we started. He started actually Dinking Hub over there, and now we are working with Dinking Hub here in the States.
You know, that's incredible how, in the foresight and to have the vision in a country like Ireland, being from Venezuela, you know, that takes a lot of courage to open up a pickleball facility. And how long ago was that, and how is it going?
Oh, he's going great. He's not, well, he can actually talk more in deep about it, right? But actually the operation of they have now is like they have like 5 or 6 sessions a week, and obviously they play indoor because of the weather conditions in Ireland. There is a lot of wind and rain, but yeah, they have like 70 or 80 people already registered on their club, and yeah, it's a lot of people is growing and growing the sport over there. You know, they are in the south part of Dublin, and yeah, that's where Sandy for Pickleball Club is. Yeah,
well, it's great to see the sport growing overseas. We need that. We need the growth, and hopefully in the future, the whole world can catch on this pickleball train. So let's switch gears and come back here to the United States, where on August 24th, you're putting together a tournament, and you're calling it Dinklicious Pickleball a la carte. And I was intrigued when I saw this. Explain to us where that name came from and what does it mean?
Well, as I told you before, pickleball a la carte is our slogan, right? Because this tournament is designed for people like you and me, right? Regular people that wants to enjoy and have fun with friends and family, you know. So that's what is pickleball a la carte. It's designed especially for people like you and me. And it's Dinklicious because obviously it's a game of words, meaning that it's dink, like Dinking Hub, and also licious because it's delicious. Playing pickleball is kind of a very enjoyable moment for us, right? So that's
right.
why we
That's
decide
right.
to call it like that.
All right, so they still have some time to register for this event. It's on Saturday, the 24th. It's taking place in the area where you live. You're taking over the 3 courts
Yes.
of your complex. Is everybody, your neighbors, okay with this?
Yes, because we have a lot of room for people. You know, it's actually one of the hottest spot in our area. You know, and a lot of people love to go there and play. That's where we decide to take take the event over there. You know,
And that's
it's
right.
also sponsored by the people in the community. You know, the Atwater community is also sponsoring our event too.
You know, that's great. That way you won't get the police called on you if you're making a lot of noise.
No, well, actually, it's in the morning. It's very. It will be an event, very light event. It will be in the morning until the afternoon. You know, and yeah, I think it's gonna be great, man. Yeah,
All
you
right.
should go there.
We'll definitely try to make it. And tell us, it's in Sunrise, Florida, but what's the best way to register right now so we can fill up every spot in that tournament?
Okay, you can go to the Racket application or website and look for the Dinklicious tournament. So you just go there, click or download the app, and you can do everything from the app. You just only have to register with your telephone number and name, and everything will be set up.
Okay, that's
just-
great. So
yeah.
that's going to be again August 24th. It's a Saturday. They're going to start early at about 9 o'clock in Sunrise. And talk about a couple of your sponsors, because I see, of course, you have Cesebra, but you also have an insurance company, Franklin Pickleball. Tell us a little bit more about the sponsors that are helping you to make this possible.
Okay, yeah. Franklin Pickleball is joining us. Also, they're sponsoring the balls because it's our official ball for the event is the X40 from Franklin. The racket app, they are also helping us to set up everything so people can register and also pay the fees and sign the
Very important.
waiver over there too. Exactly. Thank you very much. And we also are having Tu Aliado Seguros is one of our companies. They also giving us some stuff for the goodie bags. And we're having Zeta Zebra is also giving us paddle to make a raffle between the people assisting the event. Mimi Studios or Mimi, that's another of our sponsor. And Radar is a paddle company from Ireland, and Hex Paddle. They are also from Europe, and they are bringing their products here too. You know, it's another brand of paddles that is joining us. Yeah.
All right. So that's refreshing to see other brands that aren't the regular, over the well-known brands that we all know. I'm not even going to mention them. But, it's good to bring and expand that part of the world, bring it over to South Florida, and get the South Florida players involved and exposed to that type of equipment over there.
Yes.
All right. So, we covered a lot. We've been to Dublin, Ireland. We've been to Sunrise, Florida. We've been to Caracas with our friend Howard Castillo of Dinking Hub. All right, Howard, I want to thank you very much for taking your time and being on the Base to Pickle show. Thank your brother for us.
Thank you for having me, man. And again, that's an amazing job you're doing over there.
Thank you.
Promoting the sport, creating community. I just watching all your videos, and I invite people to follow you and you're more than welcome to come and visit us whenever you want, and also to be in the tournament, man. Yes, we definitely will.
That'd be great.
We want to work with you guys.
We are definitely going to. I'm going to check my schedule because I'd like to go up there. Sunrise is right up the road. It's in the middle of everything. You can get there from Palm Beach, from Dade County, and anywhere in Broward County. So I'm sure you're going to have a great turnout for that event because it's well organized. It's in a great location, and you're going to have a good turnout, I'm sure. So again, on behalf of my co-host, Raul de Castro Howard, I want to thank you for being on the Base to Pickle Show. And remember, you can catch us every Thursday with a new episode of Base to Pickle. And we've added another day called Tournament Tuesdays, where we recap that weekend's tournaments and make you the pickleball star right here on the Base to Pickle Show.
Perfect. Thank you very much, man. We definitely do. Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Base to Pickle. Raul, we have some great news.
What is it, Uncle Muggs?
It's Tournament Tuesday.
Tournament Tuesday? What is that? I thought Base to Pickle was a Thursday show.
Yeah, but thanks to the overwhelming support from our fans, viewers, and tournament organizers, we're able to bring you highlights and results of your local tournaments. Send us your podium pictures via Instagram at Base to Pickle and watch our Base to Pickle channel on YouTube for your pictures and results. Welcome back to the Base to Pickle Show's international episode. First, we went to Puerto Rico and we talked to Daniel Deza of La Pregunta, where he had an online store, the first ever on the island.
And then we talked to Snyder Velasquez as well as Ed Osterman in Medellin, Colombia, and heard all about pickleball booming over there.
It's great to see pickleball growing in South America.
Love it.
Then we talked to the Venezuelan Howard Castillo, who's promoting an event here in Sunrise, and he also talked to us about his presence in Dublin, Ireland.
That's pretty special, Uncle Muggs.
We went all the way across the Atlantic.
I loved it, and you know, it is showing how much pickleball is growing everywhere.
It's great to be in pickleball right now, and it's great to see it soaring in popularity. We're going to have these types of interviews, tournament results, and a whole lot more right here on the Base to Pickle Show.
And like we always say,
pickleball is fun. Let's play.